In an update this morning, many of former President Donald Trump's criminal cases are now up in the air. This comes after a major Supreme Court decision that granted Trump broad immunity from prosecution. President Joe Biden now says the decision emboldens Trump to do whatever he wants, especially if he regains power. ABC's M. Nguyen has the latest from Washington.
This morning, Donald Trump taking a victory lap after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled presidents have broad immunity from prosecution both during and after leaving office. The decision upends special counsel Jack Smith's January 6 case against Trump.
The court, in a rather complicated way, carved out various levels of immunity that a president might enjoy.
Those levels, Chief Justice John Roberts wrote, include the president's commander-in-chief powers, pardon power, hiring and firing federal officials, and more. Roberts went further, saying he is entitled to presumptive immunity, and that in dividing official from unofficial conduct, courts may not inquire into the president's motives.
In other words, it's going to be very challenging for Jack Smith to win the argument that everything alleged in the indictment is an unofficial act.
Justice Sonia Sotomayor delivering a blistering dissent, writing the decision reshapes the institution of the presidency, puts the president above the law. Citing the new decision, Trump has moved to also overturn his recent hush money conviction in New York, despite the case being centered around business records allegedly falsified while Trump was still a candidate in 2016. President Biden condemned the conservative 6-3 majority decision and vowed not to abuse the redefined powers granted to his position, but asked voters if they believe Trump will do the same if reelected.
The American people must decide if they want to entrust the president once again, the presidency, to Donald Trump, now knowing he'll be even more emboldened to do whatever he pleases whenever he wants to do it.
M. Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are reacting to this ruling from the Supreme Court. Congresswoman Mariannette Miller Meeks from Iowa's 1st Congressional District says, in part, quote, "I applaud the Supreme Court's ruling that President Trump is presumptively immune from official acts taken while in office. Democrats denigrate and undermine the court when it issues a decision they disagree with." Meanwhile, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says, in part, quote, "When Trump tried to overturn the results of an election he lost in 2020, it was not the official act of a president. It was the act of a despotic narcissist attempting to overthrow our democracy, to cling to power, and he needs to answer for his actions."